Right, hey guys, how we doing? Back with another video from Annie News. I'm really excited for DanMachi coming back because it's always really good. That last season was something else, but I am going to really appreciate this video because I think there's certain bits from season 1 and 2 I don't quite remember, and if they are needed to be known for season 5, then so be it. The ReZero recaps were really good, and that opening episode for season 3 of ReZero, whoa, those last 10 minutes were dark. But yeah, DanMachi, I do believe it started now. I've not watched it yet, the new episode, if it is out, not 100% sure. No spoilers, please. But yeah, so we got a full recap of Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Kills in a Dungeon, aka DanMachi Season 5 Prep.
Let's get caught up with DanMachi.
Let's do it.
This is Belle, a naive yet determined adventurer who, in the dungeon city of Arario, strives to become stronger. Everything started when he was one day saved by Eyes, who within the city is looked up to as the Sword Princess.
Mate.
A famous adventurer from the incredibly powerful Loki familia.
This is so cool going all the way back to this.
Belle himself is the sole member of the weak and broke Hestia familia, so to see a warrior like her left a very lasting impression on
Hestia
him.
is bestia.
One so powerful that it actually becomes his entire motivation. So, with a newfound resolve to become as strong as her, Belle manifests a skill called Realis Freeze, which in essence makes him grow stronger faster. So long as he has a desire to catch up to Eyes, his level of growth will skyrocket accordingly.
Hell yeah.
This in turn gets him more involved in the dungeon, leading him to come across the supporter Lily.
Lily!
A seemingly innocent prom at first, until it's revealed she was actually just manipulating him.
Yeah.
Things backfire and Lily ends up in trouble, resulting in Belle having to save her. So it's this act of compassion that makes Lily more fond of Belle, leading her to become his supporter for real. Fast forward through some training with Eyes and an epic fight with the Minotaur, and Belle would not only level up to level 2, but also impress all who witnessed it. It was a stunning victory that attracted the attention of many, one that also earned him the nickname Little Rookie. It's after that the blacksmith Welf would join his party too.
Oh mate, this is how Welf joined.
Leading him, Belle and Lily on an expedition together.
Oh yeah, they got...
The three would then run into trouble with
Just
another
those
party
three.
and be forced to delve deeper to a level none had ever been before.
He's a blacksmith, isn't he? It's like, oh.
It was an arduous journey testing their limits as adventurers, a grueling struggle between life and death. Belle was able to carry both of them to safety though, bringing them to floor 18 where yet another challenge awaited. You see, because Hestia entered the dungeon and unleashed her divinity inside, the dungeon reacted by spawning a boss monster.
Yo.
Every adventurer would then have to team up to defeat it, leading to this climactic battle showcasing everyone. Of course, Belle was the one to provide the finishing blow, but that wouldn't have been possible without everyone else.
If everyone else went off,
So,
and
with Belle having achieved yet another amazing accomplishment, his renown as this up-and-coming adventurer had spread even further. This brings us to the events of Season 2,
let's
where
go.
that very renown starts to cause Belle trouble. It seems the god Apollo has taken an interest in him, a lustful passion that means he'll do anything to obtain him. This leads to his subsequent challenge of a war game, which Hestia
the
and
war
Belle
games,
have no choice but to accept. So if Hestia loses, then Belle goes to the Apollo Familia, but if Hestia wins, then she gets everything from Apollo. At first, the Hestia Familia seemed outclassed and outnumbered, but after a few helpful additions in the form of Welf, Lily, Makoto, and Ryu, Belle's able to outsmart the enemy and defeat them, resulting in the turnover of all Apollo's assets to Hestia. This gave the now 5-person Familia a new home to
That's
live in,
how they
but
got it,
unfortunately didn't
yes.
fix Hestia's debt problem,
No.
making the Familia a lot less attractive to be in. Now, the next part of Season 2 moves on to a conflict with the Ishtar Familia, where yet another god tries to take Belle for themselves.
Everybody wants Belle.
This time it's not just out of indiscriminate passion or lust, though, but is instead a plot to undermine Freya. You see, Ishtar...
And I got a feeling, I saw a clip of something, Freya's got a big part to play in the season now, so this is interesting.
Found that she could use Belle against her and quickly took action to do so. In the meantime, a subplot was being built between Mikoto and her childhood friend Haruhime, leading to a dangerous scheme involving all
She
three
got the
of them.
power boost and stuff, didn't she?
Fortunately, Freya caught Whiff before Ishtar could do anything, so she and her familia absolutely annihilated her.
Yeah.
Belle also got his moment against Ishtar's captain, saving Haruhime from being sacrificed. This was how she too became a member of the Hestia Familia, bringing the head count to 6 now.
Alright.
Fast forward through a small conflict with the Ares Familia, and that's when we get to the events of Season 3. A more emotional and morally complex storyline that introduces the intelligent sentient monsters known as the Xenos.
The Xenos,
It's
yes.
here that Bell comes across the young Xenos Weenie, and
Weenie. Oh, it's so cute.
rather than hunt her down like how everyone expects him to, he instead chooses to protect her and go against everyone. This challenges society's beliefs that all monsters are evil, and as a result, pits Bell against those he once looked up to. So, it's while in the process of saving certain Xenos from captivity that Bell inadvertently makes enemies out of the Loki
Oh,
Familia.
he starts
A
becoming...
good chunk
yeah,
is then spent in a game of cat and mouse between Bell, his allies, and the Loki Familia, eventually culminating in 2 very epic battles. The first was a conflicting duel between himself and Eyes, and that challenged everything Eyes herself stood for. It showed Bell wouldn't flop on his beliefs for anyone, while at the same time gave some well-deserved development to Eyes' stoicism. The next was an absolute beatdown by Asterius, who, after single-handedly destroying most
Yeah,
of the Loki Familia,
he
faces off
absolutely-
against Bell in front of everyone.
Oh, just one
He
up.
was the reincarnation of the Minotaur Bell fought in Season 1, and while his rematch did result in Bell's defeat, the heroic display of it recovered most of the public's opinion on him. So, despite this being
So
Bell's
epic,
first
he got
major loss,
so thrown
it's
about.
not like there wasn't anything to gain from it. Bell had done enough to achieve level 4, the people no longer thought of him as a traitor, and a newfound desire to grow now manifested within him. He was no longer solely occupied by a desire to reach Eyes, but now has the new goal of creating a world where humans and Xenos can live together. That, and be strong enough to face Asterius in a rematch. So, this adds several new layers to Bell's character as he becomes quite a bit more mature than how he used to be. Something best reflected in Season 4 as his approach to what he believes in becomes a lot more serious. That being the case, it's here that we get back into the raw, unparalleled danger of the dungeon, all while learning more about Best Girl Ryu.
Yes.
Where before she only had a supporting role in a lot of the conflicts,
She
her
is
tragic backstory
very,
now
very
comes to the
integral,
forefront.
isn't she?
So it's while Bell and his party are on an expedition to the lower floors that they're suddenly
Because we learn a lot of her backstory in this one. Oh, this recap's
caught
brilliant.
up in the middle of Ryu's revenge plot. Her familia had been wiped out by the act.
But this recap is definitely presuming that you have seen this prior. It's not like something you could just watch this and then understand everything completely. This is the important parts you need to remember from what you've already seen, which is why the recap's so short. I appreciate this so much. It's great.
Actions of another, and Ryu was just eliminating those that remained from it. One of them was actually trying to recreate the very events
Mate.
that wiped out Ryu's familia,
Yes.
spawning the calamity known as the Juggernaut,
Oh my god.
a fearsome monster that acts as the dungeon's defense mechanism. Should the dungeon ever receive damage it considers excessive, then the Juggernaut will spawn and eliminate the
Just
cause
get rid of it all, yeah.
So, this is the monster Bell and Ryu initially face off against, leading to their literal downfall to the dungeon's deep floors. It's an area only the most veteran adventurers
meant
would
to
ever
go.
step foot
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
since
yeah.
the monsters
Oh.
within are all incredibly powerful. Combine this with the Juggernaut still trying to hunt them, and what you get is yet another grueling struggle for survival. It's pretty much like the first one from Season 1, except that was Minecraft and this is Bloodborne. So,
What a
Ryu
comparison,
understood that
yeah.
survival with both of them was unlikely, and as a result tried to separate and sacrifice herself. It was a way of thinking that conflicted directly with Bell's, since he was fully determined to make it out together.
It's like
It was
everyone needs
this
to get out.
unyielding
It's his thing, yeah.
determination that eventually resonated with Ryu, since to go against the odds and uphold his ideals no matter what, well, that was genuinely inspiring. It completely shattered Ryu's pre-existing beliefs of ideal versus reality, since Bell was able to make his ideal become reality. This brought back memories of the idealism Ryu once shared with her captain, and showed her for the first time ideals can in fact shape reality. So, Bell's triumph at the end wasn't just a physical victory over the dungeon, but was also a confirmation of everything Ryu's late captain stood for.
All the flashbacks with them all and everything. It was like, no, she's been through so much.
It was a reflection of the beliefs Elise died holding on to. So, in the end, Bell held on to his ideals through great adversity, Ryu got to see what it truly meant to be a hero, and the others of the Hestia Familia grew through overcoming several challenges of their own. The season then ends with everyone being rescued, Belle just about halfway through level 4 and Ryu now having a renewed sense of justice. She also finally falls into the I Like Belle camp.
Yeah.
This will come into play during the events of Season 5 since Seer's forward movements will go to challenge everyone else in that camp. It seems her and Freya will be becoming the main focus in the next arc. Something I'm genuinely excited to see happen since for far too long Freya's been on the sidelines.
Yeah. It's always been just her, like, watching, waiting, and I'm like, it's like, come on, her outfit. Ugh.
So, that's a brief recap of every season of DanMachi, hopefully catching you up to speed with what happened in it. If it did and you liked the video, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll be making more DanMachi videos throughout the season. That and several ReZero ones.
Let's go.
Until then though, as always, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this type of anime content, then you already know what to do. So, until next time.
Ciao. Very cool, very short, very... I'm hoping, yeah, so everything is there for going into Season 5. Season 5! Oh my god, I love it. DanMachi, yo! Because I'm sure there was a little bit of a break between Season 1 and 2, and then after that, it's just been like, keep it going. We want it. Give people what they want. And I love it. It's so freaking cool. So I can't wait to see what happens in Season 5. Thank you, Annie News, for the recap. And thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video and want to be able to watch Patreon-only reactions, such as the original Dragon Ball series, link in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all they ask. Helps the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? If you guys think of this, click like, subscribe. If you haven't already, leave comments down below. Let me know that I should watch and discuss some future videos. I'll see you guys all, you guys. Nick, damn.